Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. It was a tense day in Port Charles, with emotions running high and shocking developments shaking multiple lives at once. The Friday, September 19th episode pulled no punches, and as the dust settled, three stories stood out above the rest. Chase took bold steps forward with his growing investigation into Nathan's mysterious case. Drew was blindsided by deeply disturbing news that could change the course of his future, and Michael was left reeling from a crushing blow that hit him harder than he ever expected. Every thread carried weight, and every choice made ripples that will echo far beyond this single day. The beginning of the episode wasted no time in thrusting Chase into the heart of a mystery that continues to deepen. His determination to uncover the truth about Nathan's death has only grown stronger, and now he's finding himself in the middle of conflicting accounts, buried secrets, and whispers that something far more sinister has been at play than anyone originally admitted. Chase's instincts have always been sharp, and in this moment, he refused to let anything cloud his focus. The way he carefully pieced together old reports, inconsistencies in testimony, and subtle details that others dismissed showed exactly why he's one of the most relentless detectives in Port Charles. But as Chase pressed harder, what stood out was the emotional toll this case has begun to take on him personally. Nathan was more than just a fallen colleague. He was a friend, someone Chase respected, someone who never deserved the tragic fate that befell him. That sense of personal loyalty is what gives Chase an edge, but it also creates the risk of him crossing lines in pursuit of justice. His scenes crackled with intensity, as he faced resistance not only from outsiders who wanted the past left buried, but also from those closest to him, urging caution. Still, Chase's conviction was unshakable, and it became clear that his investigation is moving into dangerous territory, where powerful forces may push back in ways he's not fully prepared for. At the same time, Drew's story unfolded in a devastating way, as news arrived that left him absolutely shaken. What made this moment so powerful was the quiet build-up. Drew had been holding on to hope, expecting maybe a small setback, but certainly not the tidal wave of despair that crashed over him. The delivery of the horrible news was understated, yet the impact was enormous. You could see it in the way Drew's face changed, the way his shoulders seemed to collapse under the weight of what he was being told. It wasn't just bad news. It was the kind of revelation that makes a person question everything, from their future to the strength they thought they had within themselves. For Drew, this wasn't simply about him. It's also about those who rely on him, those who see him as a pillar of strength. The pain of knowing he may not be able to live up to their expectations added another layer of torment. He didn't lash out, he didn't crumble in front of others, but that quiet devastation was even more heartbreaking to watch. This horrible news has the potential to reshape Drew's storyline for weeks, maybe months, to come. It leaves him vulnerable in a way we rarely see, and it's only a matter of time before those closest to him realize just how deeply this moment has wounded him. Meanwhile, Michael's days spiraled into heartbreak of his own. For so long, he's carried himself with a sense of calm, always trying to be the one who steadies the ship, even when chaos surrounds him. But on this day, he was struck with a crushing blow that shattered that composure. This wasn't something he could shrug off, nor was it something he could simply push to the side while focusing on the business at hand. This was personal. It was raw, and it left him staggering under the emotional weight of it all. The way Michael processed this devastating moment spoke volumes about his character. He didn't immediately show anger. He didn't hurl blame, but the heartbreak was written across his face. Sometimes the most painful blows aren't the ones that come with a dramatic explosion, but the ones that land quietly, sinking in deeper the longer they linger. For Michael, this crushing blow could alter the way he approaches his relationships, his decisions, and even his willingness to trust the people around him. After everything he's endured, this moment might be the one that finally pushes him to reevaluate what matters most, and who truly deserves a place in his life. What made the episode so gripping was how seamlessly these three threads, Chase's investigation, Drew's devastating news, and Michael's heartbreak, wove together to create a sense of mounting tension. Each storyline carried its own weight, but together they painted a picture of a community shaken to its core. Nothing in Port Charles happens in isolation. And while Chase may be chasing down hidden truths, Drew's struggling with his personal devastation, and Michael trying to recover from betrayal or heartbreak, all of these threads will inevitably collide with others. Chase's determination could put him directly in the crosshairs of someone who would rather see Nathan's case remain unsolved. The hints dropped throughout his conversations suggested he's onto something big, something dangerous. His persistence is admirable, but there's an undercurrent of dread, because if Chase gets too close to the truth, someone powerful might strike back in ways that could put not only his career but his life at risk. The audience can already feel that the deeper he digs, the darker the secrets will become, and it's only a matter of time before this investigation takes a deadly turn. For Drew, the horrible news is just the beginning. The initial shock is only phase 1. What comes next is how he chooses to respond. Will he retreat inward, shutting out those who want to help him, or will he find strength in leaning on the people who care about him most? His story is poised to test every bond he's built, exposing cracks in places he thought were solid, and maybe surprising him with unexpected support from those he didn't think he could count on. That journey will be difficult, and the pain he carries now may only grow heavier before it begins to lighten. Too will have ripple effects. The way he processes this heartbreak could define his future interactions, especially with those closest to him. Will this lead him down a darker path, one where his patience finally runs out and he begins making harsher decisions? Or will it inspire him to dig deeper, to fight back against the forces that continue to batter him with disappointment and betrayal? Either way, this heartbreak is not a moment that will fade quickly. It will leave scars, and those scars will shape Michael's choices moving forward. Throughout the episode, the emotional tone was relentless. Every scene carried weight. Every character felt pushed to the edge. There was no filler, no wasted dialogue. Instead, the writing honed in on the raw, human side of each moment. Chase's investigative intensity, Drew's quiet devastation, and Michael's broken heart all resonated in ways that felt authentic and deeply personal. And because of that authenticity, the impact was all the greater. In the end, Friday's episode reminded us why General Hospital continues to capture the attention of fans year after year. It's not just about the twists and turns of plot, though those are always gripping. It's about the way those twists affect the characters we've grown to care about, the way heartbreak, determination, and resilience play out on screen. Chase's investigation, Drew's horrible news, and Michael's crushing blow are more than just storylines. They're emotional journeys that promise to shape the weeks ahead in profound ways. And as the credits rolled, the lingering feeling was clear. Port Charles is on the brink of major upheaval. Secrets are being unearthed, relationships are being tested, and the strength of its people is being pushed to the limit. Friday was not just another day in town. It was a turning point, one that will leave lasting marks on everyone involved. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.